guys, welcome back to another junk journal with me video. Today the ephemera that I have to put into my journal are some photos from the Easter hat parade. I also have a little vintage coaster which was gifted to me. I also have a piece of vintage wrapping paper that was gifted to me, and I'm going to include all of those on the pages today to come up with this Easter hat parade spread. So just turning to the next page in my journal, and the first thing I'm doing is taking that vintage wrapping paper and I'm going to lay that out on the page. I'm going to use that as the background for one of these pages. So the page on the right has a pretty little border on it, so I'm not going to cover that up. I'm just going to use this wrapping paper on the left side where it's a plain page, and that's just going to sort of kickstart the whole spread. And I really like this wrapping paper for the Easter spread because I feel like the colors are really fun. They're really bright and playful and they just look happy, which I feel like goes really well with the Easter documenting. So I'm only documenting the Easter hat parade because I did this journaling before Easter. So I don't have photos of our Easter hunt or anything like that. It's literally just a couple of photos from the Easter hat parade. I pulled out this flashcard that says make. I thought that would go well with these photos because we of course made our hats. And I also have this green envelope which I'm just trimming down, and I'm going to use that somewhere on the page to hold some of the photos. So because I have 4 photos, I don't want to glue them all straight down on the page because I feel like it'll be too photo heavy. So I'm going to slip some of those into that pocket inside the envelope, just so that some of the other things on the page can also sort of have some limelight. I have this vintage card, it's an Easter greeting card, and I just tore off the second layer so that it's not quite as thick, and I glued that down on the page, and that's going to be like a little fold out on the page. So I thought I could do some journaling inside there, or I could put a photo inside there. And I also stapled that make flashcard off the edge of the right side page, and that's just going to give me a little bit more room to add things to the page. Now I'm just playing around with the layout, trying to work out where I'm going to put things. I also have that pretty little vintage coaster, it's like a paper coaster, and I want to put that on the page somewhere as well. So I'm just playing around trying to choose the best place for that. I don't want anything to kind of overshadow anything else, so I'm trying to work out the best place for everything to be. So as always, moving things around the page and trying different positions and different layouts until I decide on what I like the best. I decided to put that green envelope on its side rather than sitting upright. I just thought that the photos would slip inside there a little bit better. And then I also decided to staple that coaster along the bottom of the flashcard, and then I thought that I could sort of tuck a photo just behind there. And that little label piece, which you see me gluing to the page, fit really, really perfectly in that little spot underneath. So I just glued that straight down there. And now I'm just attaching that little photo of my kids with their hats on top of that flashcard on the right side. Pulled out a couple of these label stickers. I'll link these down below, they're free printable. I'm always talking about them, but I always use them. So if you're wondering what they are, where to get them, I'll link them down below. I just really like them for annotating things. So writing like a little tiny little sentence about a photo or something like that, just to help me remember what it is or what is happening. I stuck that green envelope on its side on the left page on top of that wrapping paper, and then I'm going to put those 2 photos of the kids walking in their Easter hat parade inside there. And before I slip them in there, I decided to put them inside this little floral paper bag, so that's going to kind of keep them from slipping out and keep them together, and then it just also adds a little bit more decoration and a little bit more patterns and interest to the page. I put that other label sticker on top of the green envelope, and now I'm just sticking a photo inside that fold out, which is the greeting card that I glued onto the page. I have this little journal card that says "You are loved," and I just trimmed it down a little bit because I didn't want to put the whole thing down on the page, but I did really like that phrase for this layout, so I just trimmed it down and I glued a little piece of that inside that card as well. Added a couple of extra staples and filled in my journaling, and that is the finished spread. So another really fun, bright, happy looking page. It was quite a quick one to put together, which is always kind of nice when things come together really fast. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this process video today. I hope you're all doing really well, and I will see you in my next video.